talked previously about a version of this topic, but what intrigues me a lot about doing content, which includes video, which includes podcasting, which includes publishing on more than one social media platform, is is not when you should start, but it's how you should start. And how I phrase it sometimes is what's the smart way to move into creating content? What's the smart way to move into ideating on content and then creating content and then publishing content? So far, I think this is what I found to be the quote unquote smartest way to do it. So, when I think about a smart way, I think about what's a way that's low risk, relatively low commitment. And I'm not sure if there's a third category. So let's say low risk and relatively low commitment. And I think a way to do this that I think could work pretty well is even if you're not considering being a quote unquote content creator or a quote unquote YouTuber, I think YouTube is a great place to start. And here's why. So if you're already thinking, oh, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not a content creator, but if you view YouTube as a way to build what I'm calling a personality portfolio. So what I mean is you create a default YouTube channel. I would say probably use your name, but when I think about the not the less commitment, but the less risk, maybe if you want to have less risk, don't attach this personality profile to your name in SEO terms. So whatever name you go by in your online social media profiles, if you make the YouTube channel something different, has a different name, then it won't be attached to. It's less likely it'll be attached to your SEO driven name. So I'm thinking for myself, I usually go by Randy Splain on social media. I'm thinking about moving over to my full name just because it's for a few different reasons I won't get into in this video. But I'm thinking for me, a way I could do a channel that's not directly linked could be a version of at R Spillane YouTube. Now on other platforms, it tends to not work to put the actual social media platform in your username handle, but at least that's what I found. But on YouTube, it seems to work. So I could do R Spillane YouTube or at Spillane YouTube or at RS YouTube. Something that it's clear enough that it's me, but SEO wise, it won't link with your other profiles. So that's a way I'm thinking about to be able to create content, but in a lower risk way is to not have it attached to the things that you're arguing are more professional or more established. So it's a way to kind of get into the beta playground. And then if you want to change that handle in the future, oh, this is awesome. I want to have all this integrated, all this connected. Then you can change the handle later. But I don't want to jump to conclusions here because there might be an argument to keep for example, that at RS YouTube, to keep that channel and then to start a new channel and feature the new channel on the old channel. So how you can do that is I think in YouTube Studio, you can go to your featured section and then you can choose channels that you want to feature. So I'm currently in the process of doing a version of this because I have old channels that I've used where maybe I was doing a few coaching sessions or I was doing an event and I just wanted to put up a channel to get a playlist of content. And what I found is over time, I had several different channels because I didn't commit to the one channel. So I'm thinking about for you and doing this the smart way would be to create a default channel that's close enough to the name you go by, but is not going to be linked to your name in SEO terms. So like if I go by Randy Splain on the internet, I could have my YouTube be at RS YouTube. So then this way I can experiment, play around with the type of content I want to do. And I can always send people there. Like even from my LinkedIn, I can always send people to that channel. But I believe from a Google perspective, if someone looks up Randy Spillane, there's less of a chance they're going to see the YouTube channel at first. And this might sound kind of silly. This might sound like a moot point or not that important. But I find that part of the reason why business professionals, entrepreneurs, experts don't lean into doing content in the first place is because there's a risk of not really knowing what type of content they want to make up front. And there's a risk in having this content that they might perceive as unprofessional be linked to their professional LinkedIn profile, for example. So I wanted to give you this idea for how you can think about getting started with content in a way that's a relatively low level of commitment, but is also a low level of risk. So I think I'll probably do another video around this topic, but let me know in the comments, was this video useful? Did it get you to think about how you can create content in what I would say, in a smarter, get started in a smarter way? And yeah, let me know in the comments. Look forward to hearing from you. Talk to you soon.